Alright, so this is gonna be take 2 of the video that I made earlier where I got the facts wrong. I took down the first video because I kind of felt like my conscience was getting to me at that point and I didn't really want false information to be out there. So this time I'm gonna set the record straight. I talked to some people of the parties involved and this time I'm gonna do things right, so let's do this. July 5th was a wild day for the 14 community. And no, not because of data center travel, which died on the first hour it went up. It crashed and burned so hard. And also, no, not because of the massive collaboration that Alex McCullough formed with 1,000 singers. Yeah, that was really great, but all of this stuff was overshadowed by another piece of information that happened today. And what am I talking about today? I am talking about a billboard that took the whole entire 14 community by storm. And I mean, like, on Reddit, on Twitter, everything. And to help my case today, I decided to talk to a few former employees of these people involved, and they helped me kind of set the record straight today. So I will not mention their name because they want to be anonymous, but just know thank you so much for your guys' help. And also, if you happen to see any names in this video, please do not harass anyone. It's not cool. Don't do it. Leave it at that. With that said, let's get into it. So this billboard in question wasn't like the 14 team trying to advertise the game. No. Are you guys ready for this one? This billboard was made to advertise an RP event in 14 by nightclub owners. They were trying to advertise for this summer bash thing, and the billboard actually was in 2 different places, California and Texas. And had all their stuff in there like the Discord info, which is going to be very critical for the whole entire video going forward. So what blows my mind about this whole thing is the fact that people actually paid real life money to advertise 14 events. And if you ask me, I personally would not do it because I do not love you guys that much to advertise stuff with my money for 14. I'm kidding, I love you guys, seriously. The billboards were digital so they could be taken down real quick and put up real easily, so there was no physical work behind it. And now I want to mention a huge important thing I didn't get to mention in my first video. There were so many people talking about the cost of the billboard. People were saying it cost about $12,000 or more for this. In fact, the club owner themselves came out and said it cost about $216. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but it seems more plausible. I don't think billboards costed that much, honestly. I even looked up the price for billboards in the area where it took place. A few $100s makes sense. So first off, I want to quickly say, honestly, impressive. This was a smart advertising idea and it paid off. Like, it got people talking, so it worked. All of 14 was going crazy about it. They were mostly talking about negatives about it, but some people were kind of genuinely interested in it. And when I mean by some people, I mean like maybe about like 10. The billboard itself is now down, confirmed by the people in the Discord server who held it, but in the small time it was up, it caused a lot of chatter and it caused a lot of drama that happened today, so yeah. Honestly, the biggest crime that this billboard did was the design that went into it. Like, it's ugly. It's ugly. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's ugly. So this whole thing sparked a lot of negative attention. And the problem was this wasn't a cringy move to do to advertise your 14 event, or the fact that it was a crime to make such a terrible design. I'm sorry guys, I can't get over the design, it's so bad. And the biggest problem, which, you know, I have to agree that got a lot of people upset, was the fact that this billboard was using third-party tools and unreleased assets from the game. And as we all know, third-party tools and mods are something that we just do not talk about on 14 because it's against TOS. This had modding people really worried because they thought they were gonna crack down on mods once more. As well as unreleased assets. This is actually a huge one because unreleased assets mean they had to data mine stuff, which is something that the team does not like to do either. So do not data mine and do not do third-party tools ever, or, you know, don't talk about it. We'll be fine. And the biggest offense here was the fact that this billboard was so ugly. I'm sorry. The biggest offense here was the fact that they slapped the 14 logos on there. So it kind of gives the impression that 14 was okay with this, or it makes it look like 14, you know, had a hand in this whole entire thing. Guys, it was so bad that the DJ of the event, she got buried in the quote retweets. It was really sad to see. The higher up people, like the heads of the whole entire like Discord and nightclub, they were saying that they were using Photoshop, not third-party tools to kind of edit their billboard. Yeah, I don't buy that. Also, I just want to point out the lower-end people, like the employees who had nothing to do with the higher-ups, had no idea this billboard was happening in the first place. They're really kind of like victims, honestly. They just had no idea, so please do not harass anyone that you find that may come out saying that they formerly worked for this venue. Alright, so the next question is, what happened after this whole thing sparked out of control? This is a video of the RP venue's house people basically they owned the place. They got flooded with people coming over there and people in Magitech armor shooting at the house. I think that's kind of funny, actually. You know what? That's actually kind of funny. And wait, what's this? We got a tweet from Pathra saying right now she is live at the house and she is currently seeing all the tanks directly shoot the house. Shibas are barking loudly and afro-haired men are saying the pool's closed. That's well played. I know that. I know that reference. Thank you, Pathra, for the report. Yeah, it kind of got crazy in game. And not to mention, we got some fire-ass memes. I'm not gonna lie, these these memes are kind of good. So even though this whole thing kind of went to shit for the people behind the event, can we all probably sit back one day and just say how funny the memes were? I mean, just look at some of these. And the biggest news of them all is the fact that people think the people behind the billboard could get sued. Now, personally, I could be totally wrong. I don't think it'll happen. Yes, they violated TOS and, you know, a few more things than normal, but I don't think it's to the point where the team will actually take legal action. I think it's something the team probably won't do. They'll probably slap them on the wrist and say, please don't do this ever again, and that'll be it. The billboards are now down, but you know what? I don't know if that helps their case, but I don't think Square Enix is really gonna go out of their way to kind of hunt down these people. They don't really do witch hunts, that's not really their style. I don't think they would do that unless people really hounded them, like how they did with the DSR Raiders. Now, another thing I want to mention here is that Spofi, a well-known Twitch streamer for 14, came out with a statement talking about her frustration behind everything, stating she was frustrated with the fact that how the people behind the billboard came to her in her stream telling her, hey, come on over to our family-friendly, you know, event. The people behind the event say that it is going to be a safe for work event, even though they are nightclub owners in 14 and they are known for having, you know, not safe for work content or ERP on the side. And you know, this isn't even a speculation. Their website clearly stated at one point ERP services, so yeah. And I get here they really wanted to promote a safer work event, but you know, when you still have not safe for work ties to it, it kind of makes it a little bit hard to kind of push for a totally safe for work event, you know? And because those ties were still there, Spofi kind of saw through the disguise of how it's a safe for work event and she said no. She didn't want her and her viewers to be a part of that, and you know what? That's understandable. It's her stream, she wants to run it the way she wants to, and that's that. So here comes the part of the video where I started to get things wrong in the last one, but this time I'm gonna correct it and hopefully get things right. And while I'm at it, probably debunk a few things because I saw a few things after I was like, you know what? I should talk about it. First off, on Reddit, there's a claim that this Vieira person was banned because of the billboard and she was on it. This is not true. This Reddit thread got too many upvotes, and it's concerning because this is misspread of information. The Vieira on the board is fine, and she's still able to play the game. As far as we know, everyone is still okay to play the game. No one has been banned yet. That tweet was from like 2 years ago, apparently, from a ban wave that happened regarding mods, not this. Also, it's kind of hard for them to kind of ban the Vieira who was on the billboard because there is no name on it, unless you really want to crack down on all the Vieiras who look like that. I don't recommend that. Second, there was a child bedroom in the venue, I believe. Yeah, there was a literal childlike bedroom. I don't know if it's actually for a child or something. That's just concerning if it was. Now, so many people were asking, is this bedroom real or is this false? It is not real. That is something I wish I can say, but sadly, it is real. This thing is actually in the venue. Maybe it got taken out by now, but it is at one point there. I want to quickly say, from the people who have formerly worked there that told me this, that room wasn't used for any kind of weird thing. Whether or not you guys believe that is on you, you know, I'm just saying this is what I've heard, just letting you know that. And lastly, this is the most important thing that I got wrong in my last video, and I just want to make sure everyone else gets it. This really big reason here was what I got wrong last time, and I want to set the record straight. These two messages that I'm showing are not from mods of the server, they're just from regular members. And to confirm here, I did have to censor a lot of names, but if you can tell by the icon, the name here is in red and it has a little leaf icon. That's what they use for new members or regular members. For the most part, they were not moderators. Last time I said they were moderators, I was wrong. So, Quasi.
What makes it worse is that the people who rented out the billboards, they have struck back at the Final Fantasy XIV community in a very strongly worded comment that was posted in their Discord, and I actually have to censor certain words.
Yeah, we messed up, buddy, so, let's do better next time. Another thing I got wrong in my last video, and this part is just wild in general. There was a Trojan virus on the server that was going around giving people, like, viruses. This was first off fake. This was just used to scare people, apparently. It wasn't a real virus, so there was really no harm for your computer. People on mobile apparently did not get anything, so mobile gaming is superior. So for this whole entire thing, it's unsure where the heck this thing came from. There was speculation that people in the server who ran it put the virus in there to scare people off. I know somebody who was trying to ask questions about, hey, do you guys know that there was this virus running around? And they were banned for that. So I don't know if somebody random got the virus in there, or maybe one of the moderators put it in there to scare people who are coming in to stop the trolls. But banning people is not a good look. It makes it really sus. So whatever happened there, we have no idea. So, final thoughts on this whole entire situation. People behind the billboard, you got what you wanted. The billboard worked, you got attention, but it backfired. Something that came out of this that made me really reflect was that old saying of, you know, any publicity is good publicity. In this case, it really backfired on them. In my opinion, I don't think it was really worth. If they just had normal stuff in there, maybe it wouldn't have been so bad. Maybe it probably would have been a pretty cool advertisement tactic. A little cringy, but maybe it would have been cool. So the owner of the whole entire thing, Rev, apparently his former employees are coming out saying that he's actually not a bad guy. He made a really terrible mistake, and you know what? We all make mistakes at some point. And with that, I'll let you guys decide if that's enough to kind of make you go, yeah, he messed up, but we move on, or you guys can continue to hate on him. You know what? I just want to let you guys know that people are still saying he's not a bad guy. That's just from the people I talk to. I'm not trying to discount any other people who had any bad interactions with them, but you know, just, I don't know, just want to put that out there. They just told me, just please let them know that he wasn't a bad person. Man, this one kind of hurts to kind of see. DJ Pote, can we all just kind of agree that they were just a little bit too excited to kind of talk about this whole thing, and they got a lot of hate for it. They got ratioed to hell. And here's a little statement by them saying that, you know, they had no hand in the billboard. They had access to her assets, her, like, logo, or whatever, and etc. And, you know, despite the fact that they had pretty much no involvement in the billboard, and they got pretty much really excited about it, so many people sent hate after them. They just thought it was really cool to have their name on the billboard, and that was it. They just want to play music and vibe. That's just pretty much where they're coming from. So, if we all just take a step back for a second, just maybe just let them do what they want, and let's stop the hate, okay? They already locked their account, let's just leave them at that. It kinda hurts to see somebody who wasn't even, like, you know, a part of the head team get all this hate for it, so just, let's take a step back, guys, please. As I've said earlier, I don't think there'll be a huge crackdown on mods, or even legality, honestly. I don't think anyone's getting sued for this. Maybe the owner, but I don't think, it's really slim, honestly, if you had to ask me. But once again, this whole entire thing sparked a lot of funny memes, and I'm a comedy person. I like the memes, I'm sorry. They're just good. Lastly for me, I just want to say quickly that first video, I messed up. I got the facts wrong, and going forward, I want to do better. I was a little bit too excited to get the video out myself, and that led to a lot of incorrect things. And not just for me, but this is all content creators out there. Can we all just please make sure we double check the facts before we upload? You know, not obviously trying to, like, put anything away from me, but like, hey, just as a whole entire note, let's just make sure we get the facts right for the future so we don't mess up, you know? With that said, that's the second video done for this one. It is currently almost 3 a.m., like 4 minutes till 3 a.m. for over here. I am tired. I just want to get this video done, so thank you for watching, guys. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys next one, so thank you.